Hello, my beautiful girls. Welcome back. I am so excited to have you here. We are talking all about confidence today. So I'm going to teach you the number one key to confidence and teach you exactly how to embrace that for yourself. So everyone who's watching live, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here, my girls. We will chat first and then I'll take all of your questions at the end. So talking about confidence, we're going to discuss specifically self-trust. I believe that self-trust is the key to confidence. And I'm going to discuss why this is and how you can build self-trust today. You're going to walk away from the video knowing how to do it. And it's a major key in your feminine energy, self-trust and confidence. The difference in a woman who is in her wounded feminine energy versus her divine feminine energy is confidence and being in tune with your body. Self-trust is how you become in tune with your body. If you want to be in your feminine energy, you have to be confident. You have to be grounded in who you are. You have to be able to truly love and know yourself and carry yourself with that confidence. So let's go ahead and get started. Why is self-trust the key to confidence? Number one, when you learn to trust yourself, your body will know to look for yourself, your own guidance, rather than any advice or guidance from the outside. Meaning that if you do not have self-trust, you will constantly become and conform to the people and the society around you. That is basically you without a soul, you without guidance from your own internal being. Who you are does not exist. You're a combination of everything external from you. So this is why I want to help you build that self-trust, because you're not going to be absorbing everything around you. You're going to be grounded in who you are. When you trust yourself, it removes self-doubt. That is why trusting your body is so important, because there's no self-doubt. This is something that I work a lot with my clients one-on-one, not getting the advice of other people when making decisions. When you have a huge amount of self-doubt, what it means is I do not trust my mind, I do not trust my body, and I am disconnected from my feminine energy. So I have to seek counsel and advice from people outside of me. I want to make it clear it's perfectly fine to get the advice and opinions of other people, but when you're constantly doing it, you have self-doubt. And the root of that self-doubt is a lack of self-trust. Another part too, when you are seeking all of this outside guidance too, your life path is going to be so different than what is meant for you. Nobody knows yourself better than you do. The more that you learn to trust your body, which I'll teach you how to do in a minute, the more that your path, your dreams will happen for you. The one that is actually meant for you, that path in life, will come to you when you have self-trust. When you have self-trust too, what happens is you carry yourself, you carry your body and your energy in a different way. That is why I say self-trust is the key to confidence. The way that you show up, the way you move is different. 80% of our communication as humans is nonverbal, which is why this point is so important. So if we are communicating 80% of the time through our micro-expressions and our body language, you want to be rooted in someone who has confidence and self-trust in being in your feminine energy. Otherwise, what will happen is you will communicate, I don't trust my body, other people will no longer trust you. I don't respect my own decisions, I don't respect my own thinking, other people will not respect you. Everyone is a mirror for how you are showing up. And the way that you think, the way that you feel inside, I always say this, it's communicated through your body language. I can look at someone and tell if they are grounded in confidence and feminine energy, or if they are grounded in a lack of self-trust and wounded feminine energy. The way that you smile, the way that you speak, this is laced with confidence. The more confident that you are, the better and more powerfully you are able to communicate. Another point too is in the previous video that I just posted about why your appearance matters. I talk about how your looks are so important, and it's because it's responsible for the people and the opportunities that you attract. You could be walking down a street and completely miss the opportunity for your dream partner or your dream job because you are carrying yourself as a woman. I'm not worthy of receiving it. I don't have confidence and trust in myself. When you are lit up with confidence, people are so heavily attracted to that. We are attracted to confident people because we want confidence ourselves. And when people are so sure about themselves, we feel that we can be sure about ourselves too. I was talking about this with one of my clients the other day. When someone shows up and they love and trust and they're confident in themselves, it almost gives us permission where we feel that we can do the same. That is why you feel so good in the presence of people who are rooted in their masculine or feminine energies and who are very confident. You have the permission to then do it yourself. And if you can be this person that's so grounded, so confident, you will attract people who are so drawn to you. You become magnetic the more you are in your feminine energy, because other people want what you have and they feel that you are giving them permission to do that. And it feels good to be inspired by this energy. It feels so good to be in someone's presence who has this. So when you don't trust yourself versus when you do trust yourself, you will walk differently. You'll have almost a nervous walk, and you'll have very anxious facial expressions. And you might think, no, I can fake being confident. Yes, you can, but you also want to root yourself in confidence. You want to do the inner work to get you there, which is why I'm here to help you do that. Another thing is too, you're going to carry yourself in your masculine energy because your body and your mind are disconnected. They're no longer in tune, so you lead with your head. Being in our head so much, we're so just thinking straight is the way that I can describe it. Thinking straight, unaware of our surroundings because we're unaware of our body. The woman who is grounded in who she is, who has self-trust, she will carry herself with very good posture. She will walk powerfully, confidently. Another thing, because she's in tune with her mind and her body, her facial expressions, her mannerisms will communicate that she is present. She will be able to look around, she'll be able to flow and actually be there and connect in that moment. This is why you want that confidence. You want to be present in your feminine energy in every moment. So what else did I put here? Oh yes, so another point of why self-trust is the key to confidence. When your mind and your body are in sync, this is how you get into your feminine energy, just as I was saying. So as I was saying earlier, when you have such deep connection with your mind and your body, it's going to show up on your face. My girls who have joined my course, Become Your Dream Woman and Master Your Feminine Energy, if you watch the video where I'm teaching you how to walk in your divine feminine energy, look at the difference in the first part, the wounded feminine energy versus the divine feminine energy. Look at how stiff my body is. Look at my facial expressions. You'll be able to see what I mean so clearly. You can tell when someone is grounded in who they are and when they're in their feminine energy. This is leading to the next point too, about that mind and body connection. So our body signals we feel confused, which then our mind has to lead with. So when you're out of sync from your mind and your body, meaning that you don't have self-trust, you don't have confidence, what will happen is your body will send confusion all throughout your mind. Confusion creates chaos. And when you are feeling confused and you're feeling chaotic, you attract that into your life. As humans, we attract what we are. You are only able to receive what you are the energetic match for. So it's dangerous if you're feeling chaotic and confused. You're going to attract people and opportunities into your life that mirror that. That's why I'm here to help you. No, we want to get away from that. We want to attract amazing, magnetic, high vibrational people and opportunities. That internal battle within you too. So the mind and body are disconnected. When you have that internal battle, it lowers your self-esteem and it lowers your self-worth. And it's because you are so confused about who you are. When you don't know what your mind and your body are actually feeling, there's so much confusion and it's so chaotic, your self-esteem and your self-worth really lower. And I'll talk about how to reverse this when I give you some tips in a little bit. Another danger too, so when you attract that confusion and chaos to you, you are constantly going to be suffering in relationships, in your job. What you receive in life is because you are showing up as that energetic match for it. And we're going to do some inner work right now in this moment. Look at the relationships that you have. Look at the job that you have, the lifestyle. It is a reflection of who you are inside. So you want to create your vibration, your internal, to be the best that it can be so that you can attract the best. That is how you live your dream life. It's very, very attractive when someone knows who they are. If you think about it in a relationship, someone who doesn't know who they are, they don't know their interests or their hobbies, it's very unattractive. You are the most magnetic and attractive and powerful when you have interests. You know what makes you happy, you know what you do not like. We respect those people. It's because they know who they are. And when you're in tune with your mind and your body, you are in your feminine energy. You have to be in tune, you have to be in sync here to really be in your feminine energy. Feminine energy, it's your ultimate gift. This is how you become the most magnetic and attractive and create that dream life that you want for yourself. So your mind and your body have to be in sync. This is going to automatically give you self-trust. Now let's move on to how to actually build self-trust. So the number one thing that I can say to you, make promises to yourself and keep them. I heard this years ago that this is the key to confidence, and I thought, okay, I don't really understand that yet, until I had a light bulb moment. Wow, I learned everything that I said I was going to do. When I followed up with it and I did it, I became so confident. I was not trying to be confident, and it happened as a result. This is your key to confidence. You do what you are going to say. And it's because when you actually do what you tell yourself you will, this is what happens. Your body learns, I can trust that I will show up for myself. I can trust that I will follow through. And your mind can now count on your body, and vice versa. This is how you get your mind and your body to sync. You learn that you can count on yourself. It also builds this internal integrity. Internal integrity is when you know that you are always doing your best, that you are living as that dream version of yourself. You're pretty much living as the highest version of yourself. Your mind and your body have that rest. It has the clear conscience because you have internal integrity. And internal integrity, the best way that I can describe it, it's when your mind, your body, and your soul feel balanced. It removes that guilt and that shame that not having integrity gives. And when you break your word constantly, when you say, okay, I'm going to read a new book every month, and then you don't do it, you're teaching your body, we can't count on our body. We also can't count on our mind because our body is not going to follow through. You have to decide, I get to have internal integrity, and guess what will happen? Your body will follow through. You will start doing what you say because it's a standard you're setting for yourself. I am a woman who has internal integrity. As I mentioned too, it gives you that clean conscience. You sleep better at night, you show up better, you respect yourself because you know that you are following through with what you say that you are going to do. And the way that you carry yourself, the way that you carry your energy, it's very different. As I mentioned, you respect yourself now. Your shoulders are back, your head is up. You attract people who respect themselves and also respect you because you have that self-respect coming from your internal integrity. So your goal, this is what you're going to do to build that internal integrity and to keep the promises that you make to yourself. You can pause or you can do after this video, make 3 goals, 3 promises that you are going to keep to yourself this month. So maybe here's some examples. I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week, or I'm going to read 2 new books before the month ends. Or maybe it's, I'm going to observe rather than react when I'm triggered. My girls who have joined my course, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and I hope this is a promise that you're keeping to yourself. So this is your goal, make 3 promises and actually keep them for yourself. Remind yourself, I'm building my internal integrity right now. I am making myself the most confident woman that I can be. So here's the amazing part too. When you do this, you build your self-trust, you build your confidence. You are going to have the ability to actually attract your dreams. And it's because when your body learns that we receive and we do everything that we tell ourselves we're going to, you raise the bar higher and higher. You set new standards for yourself. If you learn, I can go to the gym 3 times a week, a year from now you can do something such as I get to join a bodybuilding contest, or I get to sign with a modeling agency and do modeling. Whatever your dream is, create promises that can make the small steps to line up with that. And what happens too is not only are you teaching your body, I can rely on myself and I'm going to attract what I believe. You are teaching yourself too, I respect myself so much, I get to have such a high vibration that you become the match to receive your dream. Your body now believes that your dreams will happen because it knows it can trust itself from every single promise that you have kept. And I want to mention too, it's never too late to start keeping promises to yourself. Maybe you've never had internal integrity. Start today. You are watching this for a reason. It is never too late to start. You make a mistake, you start again. The difference in a woman who receives her dream life versus the one who doesn't. She believes that it is available for her and she believes that she is worthy of having it. We talked about earlier how when you don't have self-trust, it lowers your self-esteem and your self-worth. When you build it, it builds your self-worth. Self-trust builds your self-worth. Your high self-worth attracts that dream life because you believe you're worthy of having it. I wish that I could just go down the rabbit hole of this, but I want to tell you this. Anything that you do not believe you are worthy of having, you will never have it. You only are able to attract what you believe. So start changing your beliefs by building internal integrity, learning to trust yourself, and raising the bar, raising the standard of what you believe you can have. All right, the next point too, and then I'll take some of your guys' questions and chat with you for a bit. Learn to set boundaries. And you might be wondering, how does boundaries and self-trust work together? Well, what's happening when you build boundaries is you're getting to know yourself. Get to know what makes you uncomfortable. When you know how to set boundaries, you are learning what goes on in your body. You're learning how to connect to your feminine energy and feel everything that's going on in your body. When something makes you uncomfortable, learn to speak up for it. When you're in a situation that does not feel right, maybe you're being disrespected, learn to set a boundary or walk away. If you need help setting boundaries, there's 2 books that I have for you. Number 1 is the book called Boundaries, and number 2 is The Art of Everyday Assertiveness. These books are so great to teach you how to stand up for yourself, how to stop being a people pleaser, a doormat, and when you set boundaries, you actually get to know yourself, and you actually respect yourself. This is maybe another promise that you can make to yourself. I'm going to start setting boundaries, and I'm going to keep them. Another part too is when you learn to set boundaries, you learn to trust your body and you learn to trust that your voice will protect yourself. When you know I can count on myself, I know I will always be here to protect myself, you are able to have self-trust. No one can do anything to break that self-trust. You know that you can count on you. You will also be able to feel safe and relaxed when you're able to set boundaries because nothing can disturb your peace. You know that you can count on yourself to protect your peace. And when you feel safe and relaxed, this is how you get into your feminine energy. Your body has to feel rested. When you're constantly confused and chaotic, you're in the wounded feminine energy and often shift into the masculine energy. You want to stay grounded. You want to have self-trust. You want to feel relaxed. Know that your body, that your soul is protected by you. And confidence, it's such a huge aspect of feminine energy. This is why in the course, Become Your Dream Woman and Master Your Feminine Energy that I've created, there's so much inner work tools specifically with self-trust, specifically with building confidence. I wish that I had the time to go more and more into it with you because I think it's so valuable. It's so important for my girls who are on their feminine energy journeys. So if you want more information about this specifically, I would recommend looking into my course, and it's on thefemininglow.com. So now I'm going to take some of your guys' questions and chat with you for a bit. How is everyone? You have straight hair. Oh my gosh, yes! I just come on here and I didn't even tell you guys. Yes, so I straightened my hair for Valentine's Day weekend. It feels so different than my curly hair. Curly hair, it shrinks up so much. So I think it's this length when it's curly, but it's so nice having straight hair. It's such a difference. Can't describe how grateful I am to have you as my idol. Oh, girl, you're so sweet. I'm so grateful that you're here. Judah, how can I learn to set boundaries? It's a struggle. Yes, girl. Oh my gosh, I used to be the biggest people pleaser. And let me tell you, it's absolutely possible to learn how to set boundaries. So read those 2 books that I recommended, The Art of Everyday Assertiveness and the book actually called Boundaries. In addition, work on building your dark feminine energy. Your dark feminine energy, when you can connect to it, naturally you are able to set boundaries because dark feminine energy, it's about loving and respecting yourself so much. Being so grounded in that sensual and that powerful and that deep side of your feminine energy. When you can do that, naturally you're going to set boundaries. And the powerful thing too, this is why I recommend checking out my course. There's a whole lesson just on light and dark feminine energy. You're going to see you don't even need to actually speak your boundaries when you're in your dark feminine energy. They're energetic boundaries that you communicate. So read these books, girl, and definitely learn to connect to your dark feminine energy. What are you reading from? So I take notes. I write like just showed you guys my vision board. I write a lesson plan before each YouTube video because there's so much I want to talk about. I don't want to forget anything. You're so gorgeous. Thank you, Mina. I want to be less triggered. I struggle. Yes, Mina. Oh my gosh. So I see this all the time. How do I become less triggered? You become less triggered by choosing to observe rather than react. And what you're going to do is practice. Just like I always say when you're learning to set boundaries or kind of have an identity switch, develop a new personality for yourself, you practice it. And what you're going to do is the next time that you're triggered, take that trigger and breathe, decide this is my moment to switch. I decide I'm not available to be triggered anymore. I don't have the energy and space for it. You observe that trigger, you listen to the person who sent it to you, and you think, they must be sending this to me from their unhealed trauma. When someone does something to trigger you, either it's coming from their unhealed trauma or it's a mirror of something that's going on internal for you. If you can also get to the root of what is going on internally for you, you are going to be able to never be triggered again by that. Let's see. Hi girl, how do I know my boyfriend loves me too without comparing myself to his exes? Because if he wanted to be with his exes, he would be. He is instead choosing to be with you. So remind yourself that there is no other woman in this world who can deliver the exact qualities, personality traits, sparks, gifts, talents that you have in your exact package. You are the only one that is able to do this. This is why your boyfriend loves you. There's so much about you that he is drawn towards and attracted to. Remind yourself of that. Maybe after this video you take some time, write 10 things that you love about yourself, 10 unique internal personality traits that no one can take away from you. And I would recommend for you too, girl, do something that can help even build your personality, even help build your life even more. Maybe you start investing in a new hobby, or you learn a new skill. Maybe you want to learn a new language. Do something that's going to add to who you are internally that no one else can take away. This will help build your confidence even more. Let's see. Can you be too young to have dark feminine energy? Ooh, no, you can't be too young, but I will say that when you are an adult, when you're 18 or over, you can access different levels of your feminine energy, and it's because you are not at the mercy of your parents. So when you're living in the house of your parents, obviously you have to respect their rules, you have to kind of obey their commands, but when you are on your own, you're able to really be free and unrestricted, which is why I say there's a new level of your dark feminine energy you can access. But if you start practicing your dark feminine energy now when you're under 18, what I mean by practicing your dark feminine energy, learn to be assertive, learn to set boundaries, learn what lights your body up, what are you passionate about, what fuels you so much. That will bring out your dark feminine energy, and then you can take it to a new level once you're older. Also guys, I've been dying to show you this real quick. My dog is laying right next to me. He's been laying next to me the whole time, but I want to show you him. Hi bud! Say hi. Hi. This is Oliver, guys. He's just been sleeping with me. He barks so much downstairs, so I've been wanting to take him up here. Okay, I think I'm gonna hold him while I answer some questions. He's so cuddly. Let's see. He's so cute. Thank you. Okay, he was a narcissist. I feel like he hurt me mentally. I don't know how to recover from it. Okay, yes. So if you've ever been with a narcissist, I recommend doing major healing work, therapy, things that can really rebuild your self-worth and your self-esteem. And when you attract a narcissist into your life, usually it's because you are very empathetic. Hang on guys, I think he wants to go down. He's just weighing his head down. It's usually because you have the ability, you have the gift of being so empathetic. But usually there's a lack of boundaries, there's a lack of confidence or self-worth, which is why narcissists are attracted. So I would do work specifically around that to heal. So sorry that you had to go through that. I also want to let you know I've been through narcissistic abuse. I grew up with that pretty much my whole life, so you are not alone, and it's 100% possible to heal. Most of my family is so negative. How can I avoid being affected by their energy? Jill, I would go back to what I said to the girl who asked how to not get triggered anymore. Choose to take all of those toxic behaviors from your family and drop into your body. Say, I'm going to observe rather than react. I'm going to almost study them. I'm not going to let my energy be drained by toxic people. You have to put up that bubble around you that says, my energy is so precious, I'm going to protect it. If someone can trigger you, if you are easily triggered, you're easily offended, you can also be easily manipulated. Decide, I do not get to release my energy to toxic people. My energy stays with me, and I'm going to observe. I'm going to do my best to remove myself from the toxic environment. And if it's somewhere that you can't really escape your house, I do understand that. What I recommend for you is to create a safety space. Maybe it's a private area in the house, maybe it's your room, where that is your safe place. Get a salt rock lamp, get a diffuser, get essential oils, make it as peaceful, as beautiful, relaxing as you can. And that you go into that bubble and you escape the toxic environment. He was adamant about a kiss after our first date. I told him no, and he said that he admires that I have boundaries. Should this be a red flag, or is this a male being a male? Yeah, I don't think that this is a red flag. So you teach people how to treat you. And you've taught him, I am a woman with standards, and I'm not a woman who kisses on the first date. See how he continues to react when you set a boundary. Oh my gosh, this is literally one of the best things that you can do. Observe men, their reactions when you set a boundary. From what it seems, his reaction was peaceful. It was not negative. He wasn't offended. He wasn't triggered by it. That's a good sign. When you continue to set boundaries and set standards, observe how he reacts. If he gets mad or upset about your boundaries, red flag. That's when I'd recommend that you walk away. Okay, I'm gonna take one more question, girls, and I've gotta go. You're glowing, girl. Thank you. And my YouTube is the same as my TikTok name. Okay, the question that I saw earlier was about how can I be in my feminine energy as a mom? And I get this question a lot, especially DMs on Instagram. As a mom, you actually have so many more chances to be in your feminine energy. And what I recommend for you is really take the time to get to know yourself in the quiet moments that you have. Learn to connect back to your body. Do activities that feel good for your body. Make it a point to affirm to yourself, I deserve to feel good. I get to have a life that is happy and where I am fully present, fully in my feminine energy. Start doing self-care activities, start doing investments in growing your mind, invest in inner work so that you can feel good internally. And even if you feel you don't have the time, maybe what you can do is turn on a podcast and start engaging your mind. Maybe you start wanting to learn more about feminine energy and you fill your time watching content about feminine energy while you are doing activities being a mom. And what I recommend too, when you are taking that time with your kids, imagine you are just pouring and filling yourself up with your feminine energy. When you can nurture your own baby, that is ultimate feminine energy. Remind yourself you are glowing, you are being filled up when you are spending that time with your baby, with your kid. And in addition to that, see where you can make time to invest back into yourself, specifically invest in your mind. This will bring you into your feminine energy. All right, my girls, I've loved talking with you. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. Let me know what content you would like to see next, and I will see you very soon. Bye.